introduction and the kind words. Pariega! Is this thing on? Louder! It's an honor and a privilege.
John, just get close to it.
Is it on?
Now it's off.
Okay. It's an honor and a privilege to be serving again as your master of ceremonies.
Closer to the mic.
Can't hear me?
It's his first time.
Anyway, Gary's been worrying for days about this whole event. He hasn't been sleeping at nights. And fortunately, he's got Cindy there with him to kind of keep him on an even keel. She says she wakes up some mornings grouchy, and then once in a while, she wakes grouchy up. Cindy and Gary do a tremendous job throughout the Armenian community, and I commend them for that. Since Gary did all the introductions, I'm going to dispense with those. So, yete hamatsainik ne ayosek. Ayo. That's an easy crowd. Zeramenu gamachtem parikalus. Aismer Vartanansi hissenerek donagadarkian. Եվ այս գիշեր մեծ հանգամանքով ձեզի պիտի ներկայացնենք 12 անձեր, որոնք քնահատանքի արժանացած են Վարդանանցի ասպետներու գազմագերության կողմէ իրենց ասկային հասարակական նվիրյալ ծառայություններուն համար։ You know, my speechwriter gets the toughest words. Every year it gets worse and worse. Ուրախ ենք, որ ներկա եք հոս, եւ վստահ ենք, որ պիտի վայելենք հաջելի երեկոմը միասին. That means we're going to have a good time. This year marks a special milestone in Vartan, Los Angeles Tri-Lodge history. This is the 50th year of our joining together in the celebration of Vartanants. This year also holds a very special significance for Armenians throughout the world as we commemorate the centennial of the Armenian genocide. That's this coming April. And next year, we celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Knights of Vartan, the founding of the Knights of Vartan. In fact, the Knights of Vartan was founded as a result of the Armenian genocide. In 1916, the remnants of a decimated nation on the verge of collapse were struggling to survive. Without leadership and representation, their ultimate fate would be sealed. This dire situation compelled 12 individuals, clergy and lay, to come together, take an oath, and began their work to repair and rebuild that which was broken. Our founding fathers put their bodies and souls in motion to salvage the scattered remnants, to make the community whole once again. From 1916 forward, they toiled diligently toward that end, working with national and international bodies in support of Armenian causes. They set about instituting Knights of Vartan chapters in those United States cities with substantial Armenian populations to serve our various institutions and to develop community leaders. As a result of their initiative and ideals, Armenian communities here and around the world grew and prospered. Even our founders' dream of an independent Armenia came to be realized. Today, we faithfully continue our involvement in our churches, schools, and secular organizations in order to promote and perpetuate our rich Armenian cultural heritage. In the last few years, we have concentrated our efforts in strengthening Armenia by supporting schools and education there. Working through the World Bank 9-to-1 financing program, where the bank provides $9 for every dollar we donate, we have raised over $2 million, with which the bank's contribution amounts to over $22 million of aid for Armenian education. So we're really proud of that. And over over against the wall are three placards there with some of the schools that we've helped and some of the pictures and all. And if you get a minute, you can go over there and take a look at that. Now that you know a bit about the Knights of Vartan, let me tell you about tonight's program. Over the past few years, we have chosen to honor individuals from various select groups. With this year being the genocide's 100th anniversary, it was only fitting that we honored those in Southern California who have brought our genocide, the precursor of many others, from darkness into the light. Because so few know of the Armenian genocide, it has been labeled the unknown genocide. The 12 individuals we are honoring this evening have in some capacity furthered awareness of the Armenian genocide, bringing it into the realm of the known here and abroad. These dedicated ladies and gentlemen have selflessly given of their time and energy to change perception and heighten awareness, all in the face of Turkish opposition and denial. Through research, education, filmmaking, writing, lecturing, conducting interviews, organizing and making presentations, working in the political arena, lobbying, and countless other means, they have been relentless in their ultimate aim. The word genocide, which had heretofore been only a whisper, now commands a strong voice, thanks to their efforts and accomplishments. Their dedication to our cause and commitment to the Armenian community are exemplary, and for this, we honor them. As you read their very condensed biographies in your banquet program, you will observe that each is multi-talented and above all a serial achiever in every aspect of their lives. They are truly a unique group of individuals, incredible human beings. One Armenian word comes to mind when we speak of them, and that is Zarmanali. Amazing. And by the way, on one of the tables on the side over there are some informational materials that some of our honorees have placed over there. So if you're interested in looking at any of those or taking any which are being given away, please welcome. Additionally, we have another table back here where at the entry there where Sevan Lodge tonight is having a raffle. This is a fundraising raffle, again, to support the schools in Armenia. And also this year, we're earmarking a portion of those funds to the big Knights of Vartan Genocide Centennial Celebration in New York City at Times Square. So the tickets are reasonably priced. They're $25 a piece, or $5 for 100. And the drawing is going to be tonight, so if you buy your tickets now, your stubs will be placed properly right on top, so it might be drawn. So this is the time to buy your tickets. And what an enjoyable dinner that was tonight. Each best. Oh, what a hamo! One of the best aids to digestion is a little laughter. So let's start with a little digestive process here. It's about these two old friends, Bedros and Bolos, who are living over here at the Ararat home. And one of them says, Bedros, kides, butsune hintaraganem, devshat chemiskar. I'm 85 years old, I don't feel good, my body is giving out. Tunish says, how are you feeling? He says, oh, yes, shad lavgasan. I really feel good, he says. Chojrikli best. I'm like a kid, he says. No hair, no teeth. And I think I wet my pants. We have come together here for the 50th time to celebrate Vartanans, and many ask, why is it so important that we celebrate, and what is Vartanans all about anyway? We gather yearly to pay homage to those who gave their lives at the Battle of Avarar in 451 AD for a basic cause in which they sincerely believed: freedom. Primarily freedom to worship as Christians, a belief from which they refused to be torn. This was the first ever battle fought in defense of Christianity. And although the Armenians lost the fight, their spirit of determination and resolute dedication to their beliefs never wavered. It was that spirit and sacrifice of the Vartanians that kept the Armenians united and ultimately enabled them to break the Persian yoke of oppression, giving them the final victory. Thus we gather yearly to celebrate that spirit and to honor Vartan Mamigonian and his brave warriors who sacrificed their lives to keep the Armenian nation steadfastly Christian from that day forward. In 1916, the founding fathers of the Knights of Vartan possessed the wisdom to capture that spirit from those ancient times and incorporate it into our principles and beliefs. It is that Christian spirit which arose in Armenia in 301 AD and was forever affirmed at Avarayr that has been instilled in each of us and continues to sustain us as a nation and a people. Tonight we pay homage to that small army of dedicated, brave warriors and clergymen who against all odds stood and died for Christ, freedom, and national identity. To them we owe our very existence. Blessed be their memory. To further aid your digestion, we have prepared a nice musical program for you this evening. You got a little taste of that with our phantom entertainer here tonight. I don't know who he was or where he came from, but it was just an extemporaneous thing that just occurred. And then he almost went as long as Father Sarkis over here. I mean, when Father Sarkis was only speaking English, he would say very little. Then Dr. Cowie comes along and teaches him Armenian, and he can't stop him talking now. Check that. Okay, our first entertainment, we have a most talented singer, a true professional who can be compared to the finest performers in the world. You may think that's an exaggeration, but after you listen to her, you'll know for sure. I'm not kidding.